Hey folks, welcome back to Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This morning we went on a bit of a journey of stalking with Kiryu and Date-san, and that needs to continue so that we can get through all of these life links before the game is over. We're going to head over to Kamurocho and hang around there until the phone call that we need for the next one to start. All right, so it wants me to go here to Cafe Alps. I'm not sure what that's about, but let's go find out.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
All right, so we got our phone call. We're ready to do the next lifelink, but I am curious as to what this is, this prepare thing. Let's find out.
There you are! Wait up, Shizuko! Oh, I'm sorry. I totally ran into you.
No, it's okay.
Sorry. Shizuko! Wait up, wait up! Come on! I was calling your name and everything, Shizuko.
Oh, sorry, Miki.
That keychain.
Michio.
You know, I've been wondering, that little guy on your keychain, who is he?
Oh, him? Onomichio. He's Onomichi's mascot. Didn't you know?
No.
Pretty sure
Why?
Kiryu was wearing the mascot
I know you
costume in a previous game. I don't know for sure, but...
The heck is he?
He's just a mascot. And he's my favorite. I'm not kidding. He's really special to me.
Thank you very Michi. All right, here we go with a memoir.
You sure have strange taste, Shizuko.
You think?
Hey, she's from Onomichi. Shizuko, huh?
Someday, I'm gonna marry Michio-kun. Surgery's the only way I'll get better.
What a soap opera nonsense is this?
I can't marry Michio-kun. But I'm not brave enough. I'm so scared.
The mom is just standing there listening to her child unload these burdens on a stranger in a costume. She said she liked Onomichi, so I cheered her up by wearing the costume. Pretty sure her name was...
It might hurt, but I'll push through.
Let me guess, Shizuko?
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll be brave for you.
It was Shizuko.
Hey, Shizuko, we're going the same way, right? Let's walk home together.
Oh, sorry. Nothing came up today.
Oh,
I'm going to some place called Kamurocho.
she's getting assaulted by Yakuza, and he's gonna have to save her, no question.
You okay walking by yourself? You only just moved here after all. It's not like you know where you're going.
I'll be fine. I looked up directions. Seriously, don't worry. See ya, Miki.
Okay. It's a rough neighborhood, so just be careful. See ya.
Hey Pila, welcome back to the channel. How is he gonna get into costume here? He's gotta get... Is Shizuko heading towards Pink Street? That's not good, especially if she doesn't know the area. She probably doesn't even remember me. Still, I should probably make sure she's all right. So, you missed the first couple of minutes here. He had a flashback. He bumped into a girl on the street with a Michio keychain. And I guess in a previous game, he dressed up as the Michio mascot of Onomichi. And this little girl was like in love with Michio and wanted to marry Michio, but she needed surgery. And now he's bumped into her again 10 years later or whatever. And she's walking through a rough neighborhood, so...
You got time, right? Want to hang out with us? There's a great little spot nearby. My treat, of course.
No thank you. I really have to get going.
Hey, hang on a sec. There's no need to act like that, is there? What are you even doing over here? You looking for a sugar daddy?
Not at all. I just got lost and...
Hey, come on. Like we buy that? Now, let's make some memories. What do you say?
I gotta say, like, the writing in this is a little antiquated.
Get your
Like the
hands
women,
off
none of the women can save themselves.
So again. you're dead.
Well, I guess except for the party protagonists, protagonist party members. But most of the women in this are like fainting flowers who need a man to save them. And then the men, the like creeps on the street.
Now get lost. I won't wait around forever.
This guy's a freak. Hey, are you good, man? Let's bail.
We won't forget this. You old fuck.
Damned kids.
Thank you so much.
Hmm? Oh, no. Don't mention it. Take care.
Sir? I wanted to ask. Kiryu-san, right? It's you, isn't it?
Another person who knows he's not dead.
It is you. I know
This one's a child.
Kiryu who introduced me to Michio-kun. Oh, wow! To think we'd meet in a place like this. It's been so long, Mr. Kiryu.
I'm surprised she recognized me. Still, she doesn't know much. Not about me nor the Yakuza. Don't want to hurt her feelings, I should be honest with her.
Yeah. Been a while, Shizuko. All this time, you still remember?
Yeah, people you spent hours with and fought and bled with, they don't remember you, but like, this 15-year-old girl does.
You're alive.
It's true. I've been wanting to see you again, Kiryu-san. Kiryu-san, this is such a nice surprise. Really, I'm so glad.
Yeah, me too. You were just a kid last time I saw you. Sure enough, you became a young lady.
No, not even close. I'm still just a high schooler.
So back then, I take it the surgery went well?
Yes, sir. The doctor did everything just right, and rehabilitation went well too. Now I'm better than ever.
Well,
I got
that's
my life
good.
back, and I have you to thank for it.
But I didn't do anything.
No, you really did. I was terrified of surgery, but then you brought Michio-kun to see me. Thanks to Michio-kun, I finally had the courage. Without that, well, I might never have... Things might have gone different.
So wait, her
Truly.
mother couldn't like make the decision for her?
Life. I've wanted to say thanks ever since, for all you did. Trouble was, I had only met you once, and never learned anything else about you. It's been my
Well, he's a
regret.
Yakuza who's killed
I'm so
dozens of
happy I
people and
finally
has blood
shared
all over him.
More than I can say.
But he saved you.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd often worry about your surgery. Thanks to today, I don't have to.
Well, I never guessed you lived in Tokyo. No wonder I couldn't find you in Onomichi.
That reminds me, why are you in Kamurocho? Did you move away recently?
I did. Actually, I'm studying to become a doctor. Just recently, I got accepted into a special school, so with that, my family moved out here.
A doctor? That's wonderful.
If I become one, that is. My classmates are so smart, I have a hard time keeping up. Still, it's my hope I'll save someone's life someday. I'll help them, just like my doctor helped me. So with that, I'll keep on studying. I'm gonna make this dream of mine come true.
You've really grown up, Shizuko. And it's a great dream. Keep going, and I'm sure you'll get there.
Right! And hey, if you ever get sick, look me up. I'll help you get better. You never know.
Hey, thanks. If that happens, I'll know who to call.
I have cancer.
Okay.
Well, should we get going? If I recall, you've got somewhere to be, right? I'll walk you. People aren't too friendly around here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
For the future, try not to come here alone again, okay?
Yes, sir.
Those guys are back with their buddies
I'll
now.
remember
I
not to walk
guarantee
around
it.
Kamurocho by myself.
Your keychain. It's Onomichio. Guess you're still a fan, huh?
Of course. It's like I always say, I'm gonna marry him someday.
Yeah, I remember you said that even way back. So it's become a doctor and marry Michio, huh? Personally, I think you can find someone better.
Huh? But why? Michio-kun's so funny and gentle and strong. What more could you want in a husband?
Nah.
Someone whose face isn't a large ball of cheese?
He's also stubborn, clumsy, and awkward to a fault.
Kiryu-san?
Hmm?
This may be kind of forward, but, the man in the Michio-kun costume back then, was that?
There you are. Been looking for you, old man. Thought I'd pay back what I owe you. Figure with my buds here, I'll add a little interest.
Nope.
Kiryu-san?
Just hang back, Shizuko. You're safe with me.
But, wait, if you get hurt...
He's not the one who's gonna get hurt.
A couple scratches is more than worth it.
Hey now, what's this? You gonna run for it, huh?
You're gonna wish I had. But sorry, no. I'd never embarrass myself in front of a kid. I'm not holding back. If you've got a death wish, take your best shot.
Think I'll enjoy this.
And his friends show up out of nowhere. Okay. Who's up first here? All right, let's do some Winds of Iaido here. There we go.
You leave me no choice.
That's 4 immediately taken down. So, like, these guys think they're in for a street fight, and a dude with a sword shows up and just kills 4 of them in, like, the blink of an eye.
Get serious. I got you.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Let's see. Where's my grapple breaker? Sadistic heal, yeah.
For the kill. On your knees.
Yeah, kick him in the face, Sunhee. And why don't you go get some Smackdown going, Nanba? All right, that's about right.
Kiryu-san, are you alright?
Yeah, they didn't even get to throw a punch.
Believe me, that was nothing. Are you okay, Shizuko?
Thanks to you. Kiryu-san, you saved me. Like you did last time.
Great. Anyway, let's go.
Yes, sir.
You just watched a 60-year-old man beat the shit out of like 8. No, it was 6 like 20-year-olds.
Nonsense. Happy.
It's definitely yes sir time.
Please, I want you to have this. My way of saying thanks.
Ono Michio keychain. A mascot keychain that Shizuko gave you.
Use it, wear it, whatever you like. And look, Kiryu-san, we even match.
You sure I can have this? It's pretty special to you, isn't it?
Oh, no worries. I have like 50 of those at home, so it's fine.
Kind of excessive, don't you think? But thanks.
I want you to know I have nothing but gratitude for you, Kiryu-san. Look at me, I'm no good. I might be older now, but I'd probably be dead without you. I just keep taking and never get back. Kiryu-san, forgive me. I wish there was more I could do for you.
Shizuko, you've done enough.
Huh?
I said you've done enough. In fact, today I got more than I could have ever asked for. The little girl I once knew, she shivered at the thought of surgery. Now here she is, all grown up, chasing her dream, and making every day count. Might come as a surprise, but do you know how much courage you've given me?
Kiryu-san.
Dude's running in the background, disappearing.
As long as you don't give up, I know you'll make it happen. So keep at it. Do your best. Eventually, when you see people suffering like you once did, you'll know how to help. And remember this, I'll always be rooting for you. And your special friend, Michio-kun? I'm sure he feels the same way. So long, Shizuko. Take care of yourself.
Kiryu-san.
Hmm?
Well, I just... Thank you, Somichi.
Cringe.
Back at you. Thank you, Somichi.
Thank you, Kiryu-san. No. Michio-kun.
Alright, that's kind of sweet. I like that one. The end was a little cringe, but it was sweet enough. Alright, so if we head back to the other side... Oh wait, Shizuko's practically grown up. She was so small back then. What time is it? We can explore a bit longer, I think. So there's more of those memoirs to do, but we also have a lifelink to do back in Isazaki Jincho. So... let's get out the old smartphone and head back to Dante-san and see what the next one of those is about. At least it was wholesome? Yeah, agreed. Except for the weird thing she has where she wants to marry him now. But I guess high school girls sometimes get ridiculous fantasies like that. We want to go over to here, yes, okay. All right, Date-san, what do you have lined up for us this time?
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. I assume you're...
All right.
All right. Our guest this time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka.
How many jobs has this guy had? 10 years ago, Chief Nakajima helped me out in Kyushu. I never told him my real name, even after I left. He knew that, but accepted me regardless.
Hey, what's up? You remember him, right? Don't tell me I wasted my time calling him here.
You didn't. Besides, I wouldn't be that ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from your past back then, too, didn't you? Even went by the alias Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
What? Did something bad happen to him?
Well, that's ominous, unnecessarily.
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy. Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you ain't wrong there. Speaking of which, Date-san's not here yet. Wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
Don't worry. Date-san gave me a rundown. That man's a real detective, you know.
All right, more creepy stalking from Kiryu.
What was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion.
You dick, Date.
Cab company's not exactly doing well. But the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait. Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Well, I might have abused a bit of my police authority. Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
Yeah, he knows exactly.
I offered to cover
Pretty
his travel
convenient.
expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me.
What are you spending? Thousands of yen on
I
this?
was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies for me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
Yeah, you sit here in the dark and stare and eavesdrop.
Hey, maybe I ought to move to Yokohama myself.
Wow, would you really? Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima. I'm Date. You been enjoying yourself?
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there. Nearly forgot I was meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities.
This guy's
Thanks for coming all
plastered.
the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh, no, not at all. Please do. Still, to think Suzuki-san's name would come up again. But like I told you on the phone, the last I saw Suzuki-san was 10 years ago. How's that even gonna help the police?
Well, truth be told, I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Oh, no, it's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No, I'm not going to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. Had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double checking. You were aware that Taichi Suzuki was a fake name, right?
A fake name? Nah, ain't no way. That doesn't sound right. No siree.
Uh-huh.
He told him that he was using a fake name, so
Settle down and hear me out.
he's trying to protect him even now?
Was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san? Ah, it's gotta be a lie. Some big mistake. You ever consider that the Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki-san I know.
What, really?
Chief Nakajima is probably playing dumb by pretending he doesn't know me. He's got the right idea. Letting the police know that he was involved with me would not do him any favors, especially considering the fact he's got his own company to run.
Carefully for coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up. Sorry, my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
Ooh, what's going on? Why all the yelling?
Just let him go, Date-san. Damn it, how can I let him know?
Wanted to run from me. I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
You probably did come here to talk about Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Your plans changed when this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread all over the internet.
What is that, the Tatara channel video? Yeah.
Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on?
If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police. Even a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting. It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
You got the wrong idea. That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu. After all, I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He knew
I like that they're having this conversation like in public.
when you entered the picture.
All these other people are sitting around listening to this story, this
That guy's
this
known as the
conversation.
legendary Yakuza. You think he'd crack in the interrogation room? I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me.
Date-san truly is a veteran. He managed to assess the situation and put himself in the other guy's shoes. Gotta hand it to him. I'm impressed.
Suzuki-san was actually Kazuma Kiryu from the news. Saw him in that Yakuza scuffle up in Kamurocho. Must have been a little while after he left our place. All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up, me included. Sure, I knew he was no run-of-the-mill guy, but I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the heck even was that video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that, so I'm just gonna say no comment.
No comment?
That's not enough for you?
That's great. Real great. Just what I needed to hear. You know, you're a lot like Suzuki-san. No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
He has plausible deniability though.
Just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief, I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Also, I'll say this, like, I've played the first game in the storyline. I don't know if Yakuza Kiwami was the first game or I think it was. But I played the first game and now I played this. I never really got to experience the middle run of games where he's this legendary Yakuza, because in the first game he's like a nobody. Well, he's not a nobody, but he's like somebody who hasn't really, he just got out of jail. He doesn't have anything going for him. Like, he's not really the Dragon of Dojima. He has that nickname, that title in the first game, but it's almost like a, not a joke, but like, people don't take it seriously. It's like, oh, the Dragon of Dojima, that kind of a thing. Yeah, Kiwami was a remaster of the first one. That's the one that I've played. Yeah. That's the one that's a beat 'em up instead of the turn-based, which I guess most of the series was. But like a lot of this game, I think would have a lot more impact if I'd played all the ones in between, and I just didn't. I never really got to experience what it's like to play the game where he's widely known and respected, infamous even.
Huh? When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. And I got something to say to him, too.
And what's that?
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san. Just be sure to come back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Ah.
That is a pretty nice, another pretty heartwarming interaction there.
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished business there. Now the chief finally knows how much I appreciated him. There's nothing more I can do now.
Come on, don't be like that.
All right, that reminds me. You said I was your best friend?
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the chief's trust. I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way, especially in these times. Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough.
Yeah, you're not Americans. You don't hug.
Yeah, figured.
That's pretty funny. That's a good interaction. I like that. All right. I got to see Nakajima-san, better known as the chief of Nagasu Taxi, who took me under his wing when I was in Fukuoka. He's still as brash and clumsy as I remember, at least from what I saw. I owe both him and Date-san so much. Those two are truly irreplaceable. All right, we're getting close to the full awakening here. It's very cool stuff. All right, we'll wait for another phone call. In the meantime, we got to go back to Kamurocho. There's another Memoir of the Dragon there that we can do. So we're like bouncing back and forth between memories that we kind of, where we stumble into people on the street, and then things that Date-san sets up with specific people. Is there anything I can buy here? Just some Mountain Dew? All right. All right, so if we get over here, there's some sort of memory we can randomly stumble into. Let's go check it out. Let's see what this one's about.
A cabaret club. Guess it's being renovated? Not surprising. This town's always had a high turnover rate. Oh? Forshine. Same name as that club I helped out in Sotenbori way back when.
Memoirs of a Dragon 39. Will the stars shine again?
Because of a rival club. At least until I stepped in as their manager. It was tough work, but still a great experience. I haven't seen Yuki, Koyuki, and Yoda-san since then. Hope they're doing well.
Well, I bet you're about to find out, buddy.
Same name. Did they open up a new location?
Excuse me. Did you need something?
So remember,
Not good.
the 15-year-old definitely identified you. Is this lady going to?
I think you've got the wrong guy. Take care.
He's got a different haircut and a different voice actor.
Do you need something?
Oh my gosh! It's Kiryu-san!
Yeah, you recognized him. Good for you. Damn, she caught me.
You just vanished into thin air one day. I thought you kicked the bucket somewhere. You really ought to show your face more.
Between Kiryu and Peter Parker, the concept of secret identities is hanging by a thread.
It's been going.
Too late to fake it now. But Koyuki's just a civilian.
You doing okay? Is this the same Forshine?
Sure is. Forshine, the hottest cabaret club in Osaka, is coming to Kanto. In fact, we're gonna have our grand opening soon.
Oh yeah? That's great. So how's business? Doing well?
Well, no, not really.
Yo, you Kansai clowns still haven't hit the road yet?
Oh, here's somebody for me to beat the crap out of.
You people are the problem here. Outsiders can't just waltz on in and pop up a club whenever, wherever they want. That's not how we roll in Kamurocho. You hear me? You old hags got no place here.
Oh, gross.
How many times we gotta tell you that, Koyuki-san?
Old hags?
Here we go again.
Who's he?
Some guy from one of the rival clubs. He doesn't like that we set up shop here, so he's been harassing us. Thanks to him, there are some nasty rumors going around. And to make matters worse, a few of our girls got scared off and quit. Ugh, that man's nothing but trouble.
Come on now, we just want to settle things peacefully. But if you insist on running a club here, we're gonna have to insist you comply with our ways, all right?
And this conversation's over. Honestly, I'd rather die than take orders from you.
Rude bitch. Fine then. I'll just have to beat them into you myself.
And how are you gonna do that?
Who the hell are you?
One of their
A
hives,
death god?
as far as I know.
Who's about to stomp your face in?
Which way? You've got no right to mouth off about how things work around here.
Right back at you, old man. Whatever. Guess I'll have to beat your ass first. I'm gonna send all of you packing. You'll wish you never set foot in my city.
It's not your city, bro. I love that he's identified as asshole.
What an eyesore.
It's over!
There we go. Ogata defeated. Who's an old man now, punk?
They didn't stand a chance.
Oh, I got a fancy business card. And 3 million yen.
Sweet! How's this guy eating? He's way too strong.
Now beat it. Come back here, and you deal with me.
You won't catch me here again.
Not alone, anyway.
I'm so sorry about that. You helped me out of a tough spot there. The same as ever. Right, Kiryu-san?
No, not necessarily.
Anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted, I was just about to ask you to come on in for some tea. Step this way, please.
Hey, Mix Up.
Right behind you.
Welcome back to the channel.
Real spacious here. Not bad.
We pretty much took over the previous club. It's a great spot and all, so we went ahead and rented it out.
So, what happened to Foreshine after I left?
Well, after you made Foreshine the #1 club in Sotenbori, Yuki-san, Yoda-san, and I worked as a team to keep it that way.
What? You could do it without a man to help
We're
you?
the best of the best in all of Kansai. Impressive, right?
Sure is. Much harder to stay up top than to get there. Then, why are you here in Kamurocho, now of all times?
Actually, I discussed branching out with Yuki-san and Yoda-san, but you know them. Not a greedy bone in their bodies. They didn't want to risk the club's quality dropping either. But after they retired, I was the one who ended up in charge. I figured, since I'm taking their place and all, maybe I ought to try something new, you know?
I see. So Koyuki, the new owner on the block, wanted to give the Kanto expansion a shot.
Well, it didn't have to be Kanto, honestly.
I'm playing on PC,
I
Mick.
really love Foreshine, and I want to share it with people outside of Kansai, too. The girls back in Sotenbori are golden. They don't need me there to run the club. That's why I thought I should challenge myself. Do something only the owner could do.
That's great. I'm not surprised you went for it, given how much you cherish the place.
Thank you. Still, I never knew how tough it is to run a business. It's so different from serving the customers. There are way too many factors to take into account and no end to trouble, like that guy from earlier. To think Yuki-san and Yoda-san have been doing this for years. I can't help but respect them even more. It was one heck of a wake-up call. I had no idea so many people were looking out for us hostesses in ways we never even knew.
Well, now that you realize that, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Sorry for dropping in at such a busy time.
The club's empty, Kiryu.
You're perfectly fine. To be honest, I wish you'd stay. Having you as the manager would be a huge weight off my shoulders.
Hey now, you're gonna put me to work again? Give me a break.
Just kidding. I'm serious about being short-staffed, though. We've lost a few of our girls to some threats, and some of our staff have even been headhunted. It's gotten me kinda down recently.
I guess some things never change, no matter the times. But why not ask the Sotenbori Club for help?
I mean, I could, but the girls there are really popular. And since we'll be opening soon, I doubt I could adjust everyone's schedule in time.
Then why don't you ask Yuki for help? She used to be the legendary hostess, didn't she?
Yeah, she'd really turn things around. If I could even bring myself to ask.
What's happening with Yuki?
Yuki-san's out there making her own dreams come true and trying something new.
And what's that?
Running a restaurant. She used the money she saved up from her hostess days to start it up. Told me herself that she's been super busy since it took off. I just felt like I couldn't bother her with my problems. Not when she's got enough on her plate. And I'd feel real bad disturbing her if she's on track to success. Wouldn't want to drag her down or anything. That, and I can't keep crawling to Yuki-san for help. I need to handle this on my own. Ow! No! Ow! Ow!
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just because I've been buried in work, my stomach's not feeling too great.
Don't push yourself too hard, all right? So, Yuki's got a new place, huh? What kind of restaurant is it?
She hasn't told me much about it. All I know is that she set up shop in Yokohama in a corner of a building that's got a lot of bars.
Sounds like Ijincho.
It probably is. Given the location and how she was the legendary hostess, I'm sure she's running a bar or something. I wish I could swing by, but since this is a new venture for her, I'd feel like I'd be a bother if I showed up.
Well, I'm actually staying in a Jincho right now.
Wow, small world. You should drop in and say hi then. That'd totally make Yuki-san's whole day. I mean it. Go.
All right.
Cool. Let me know how it is. And if she's worried about the club, just tell her everything's going fine and to focus on her place.
Got it. I'll, pass on the message.
Thanks so much. And I hope you can stop by for our grand opening, Kiryu-san.
5 the time. I will. I know things are tough right now, but don't overdo it. That's always been a bad habit of yours.
Also, I'm dying of cancer.
That in mind. But still, I'm really happy I got to see you again.
And I'm real proud of how much you've grown, Koyuki. I'll catch you later.
All right.
You've come so far, Koyuki, but I'm a little worried about your grand opening. Yuki's got her own place in the Jinsho, too. Something to check out later. Okay. So if we head back to Ijincho, maybe we can find this bar? Another unexpected reunion. Wonder what the Daidoji will have to say about this. Doesn't matter now. This was good for me. I'm glad I came back here. Alright, once everyone's ready, we'll take a cab back to Ijincho. Where is this pointing? Yeah, I guess it wants us to get in. Like, they had to pick a random cab. Alright, let's go back to Ijincho. Still waiting on a phone call from Date for the next lifelink, but let's just keep doing these things as we find them. Well, that about covers everything, huh? Guess it's time for the big meeting. Yeah. Jinai Station. Once we take off from there, there's no turning back. Alright, well, I'm not doing that yet. I want to make sure I save before we do that by accident. Where would this bar be? I don't even know. So, like, there's a bar district over here. The Harbor Light. Bar Rodriguez, maybe? I guess that could be it. I don't remember. I don't think that was open before. So it might be where we need to go. Is this her? No. But we can get a table talk, so we might as well do that.
Let's dig in.
Looks good.
The crunchy fried chicken skin looks so good. Are you guys cool if I squeeze some lemon over it?
Sure. Thanks.
No lemon for me. I'm good with it as is.
I'll pass on the lemon, too.
I think you're missing out with no lemon. It really adds to the dish, so it's a waste not to use it.
What? Adds how?
The juice draws out the natural flavors of the chicken. It also helps reduce your fat intake. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Is that right?
I like a little bit of lemon on fried chicken or fried fish.
So whose do I need to put it on?
Or
Who wants
really
lemon?
any fish. But only a little bit, like a 1 squeeze.
Me.
Never mind, I'm in.
Actually, I'll pass. No, wait. I do want some.
None for me.
Gosh, you guys are a pain in the ass. I'll have lemon then.
Looks like you guys pissed her off.
Whoops, sorry. Wait, Zhao, what do you mean none for you? You were the one going on about it.
Hey, I was just giving you the general opinion.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Psycho. I put more lemon on yours to make up for it.
I didn't want lemon on mine.
Huh?
Okay, that's dumb, but it's over.
That was
It's
great.
the food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
So hold on, I'm a little bit confused. Let's look at tasks here. That's Honolulu. Walk and talk finale with Zhao. So, I guess maybe I can't do these other ones yet? This says wait for a call from Date. I guess I'll wander around for a little bit. But then we might be it might be forcing us to finish chapter 12 and move on to chapter 13. I don't know. Is there there's nothing else here that I can do right now? Yeah, he's like not actually here.
Let's keep.
I guess there's a live or a table talk here.
I'm ready.
Do you think I could have Yukge Janggukbap in a place like this? Ah, nothing like it.
Huh. This place sure does have an international menu. Japanese-style pickles, curry, even that Korean beef soup you ordered.
You're right. Just shows we've got people from all over.
Nah, these are just the mama here's favorites. She's got a pretty eclectic taste.
Oh, really?
Well, if she's serving food from all over, how about adding some Chinese to the menu? Maybe I'll teach her a recipe or two.
Hey, good idea. What are you thinking?
Fried rice, maybe chili shrimp. The stove at this place doesn't look too hot.
If it ain't burning, it ain't real Chinese. We need big fire.
Huh? You good?
What's got you so worked up all of a sudden?
That's probably just his inner pyro talking. He's not wrong, though.
Guess Zhao will have to wait until they improve their stove.
A worthy investment if this place wants to stay afloat.
You guys, the mama's giving us the stink eye.
At this point, we'll be lucky if they ever serve Chinese.
All right.
Thanks for buying.
That was
Certainly food.
So we may be stuck here until chapter 14 to finish off the lifelinks and such. I'll run around for a minute just to see if anything else, if we can get that phone call to happen, but that may be it for the stream because I'll need to do, before I head back to Kasuga's party, I need to get a few more items here that aren't available in Hawaii to make, oh, there we go. Okay, we did get another one. Excellent.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
All right, so we can get one more done today.
Something the matter?
Probably do some more tomorrow.
No, I just figured maybe I ought to give you a heads up first. See, Sayama's in town.
Sayama? Kaoru Sayama?
The one and only. She gave me a call not too long ago. You up for it? Yeah, thought so. But honestly, you should go. You guys went through thick and thin together, right? Least you could do is see how she's doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry for dumping this on you. I didn't know till just now either. So, mind cutting me some slack?
Actually, I appreciate it.
See you later, then.
All right. Another lifelink. Let's go get this one on board. Yeah, we're right nearby still. Excellent.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
I'm ready.
I'm prepared.
Great. Then let's get going. When was the last time you saw Sayama, anyway?
When I moved to Okinawa, so that'd be a little over 15 years now. We first met in 2006. To think it's been 17 years. Kaoru Sayama, a former detective in the Osaka police, and the ace of Division 4, the anti-Yakuza task force. We partnered together for a certain incident regarding the Tojo clan. And then... as the bomb kept ticking down, I decided to spend the last moments of my life with this incredible woman.
Damn, 15 years? I haven't seen her for a while either, but nowhere near as long as that. Earlier, she said she's here on business. Asked me if I wanted to catch up and all. I'm something of a big shot at work, you know.
What's with the big talk?
Nobody else would listen to me brag. Well, it might have been 15 years, but Sayama's as sharp as ever. There's a chance she'll spot you at a distance, so we better play it safe.
I don't know. There is also a chance she's forgotten.
Hard pass on that idea, Kiryu.
Hopeless. Here, take these. Wireless earphones and mic. We usually use them during investigations, but I'll loan these to you. That way, you can listen in on the conversation, and I'll be able to hear what you have to say, too. Come on, let's get moving.
I guess romance isn't a big part of these games, but I always wondered, like... or I've been wondering as I played through, like, where was the romance in his life? Like, Sun-Hee's obviously hitting on him, and sure, maybe he's thick. But, like, he must... like, he's this incredibly handsome, powerful man. There must have been all kinds of women available to him, so... why... like, who did he ever hook up with? I guess this detective lady is one of them.
She hasn't changed one bit.
Yeah, she's still a smoke show is what you're trying to say, right?
Busy, as usual. How long are you here for?
I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
How's Tomio-san doing?
She's great. Mama's been manning the bar every night. I think she's doing even better than me.
Glad to hear it. Best you spend time with family while you can.
That's certainly true. But still, it's been a long time. About 6-7 years or so, right? The last time we spoke was when you called me about Kazuma's passing, I believe.
Right. Sorry for dropping that bombshell back then.
It's fine. I'm sure I would have heard about it sooner or later. After all, he was quite infamous among the police.
No kidding. His name always popped up whenever something big happened. You got any guys that buy into the whole Kazuma Kiryu hidden mastermind conspiracy?
We do, yes. Kazuma Kiryu is actually still alive. He's been pulling the strings behind society as we speak. Those rumors, right? What kind of officer would say that? It's complete nonsense.
Well, guess that means his legacy was that impactful. Can't blame folks for making him into some urban legend, especially if they never knew him.
I suppose so. But to think he's gone, even now, I still can't fathom it. How can someone as tough as him just die? How? When I've seen him cheat death time after time.
Unbelievable, right? He was one stubborn son of a gun.
He really was.
Still married to the job?
Pretty much.
Heard you transferred to the juvenile division. That was news to me.
Shocking, right? Some career path.
But you requested to transfer, right? There a reason for that?
There is actually. It's all because of the dissolution.
The Great Dissolution?
Yeah. Remember how Daigo Dojima and other big names started a security company after all that went down? It was a haven for former Yakuza.
Right.
I figured if Kazuma were still alive, he would have lent them a hand. That man is practically the icon of the old Yakuza and all. I'm sure he would have taken it upon himself to clean up after them too. And if they were in charge of the cleanup, then as a cop, I could work on prevention. At least that's what I thought.
In other words, you're trying to prevent kids from becoming petty criminals or joining the Yakuza. Hence the transfer.
That's a pretty good idea.
You are. It's tougher than I thought, but it's rewarding work.
And that way you could feel connected to Kiryu.
That's one way to put it. If I wanted to sound cool, that is. But yeah, that's why I'm bent on pursuing my new dreams. And that's why I want to keep doing what I can. But maybe a part of me is still waiting for him. Aren't I just so faithful?
Sayama, look, the truth is...
Don't, Date-san. It's fine.
Something wrong?
No, you're just way too good for him.
Thanks for that, Date-san. Seems I was a luckier man than I thought.
Seriously, you're telling me. You sure you don't want to tell her anything?
I'm sure. As long as she's got a dream to chase. She's better off without me around.
That's the hardest pill to swallow. But you know what, Kiryu?
What?
You should live how you want to. If there's a woman you love, you hold on to her. Never let go. I'm getting jealous just looking at you.
I guess you'd know best, considering you've gone through a divorce before.
What? Low.
Yeah, that's kind of nasty, Kiryu.
Sorry. It was just a joke. Thanks, Date-san.
A real heartbreaker, aren't you? But I meant it. Yeah, every word. Just do what you want to do. You've got tons of folks on your side, supporting you. And don't you forget that.
I won't.
Okay. I got to see Sayama, who I spent most of my time with in Osaka. To keep the youth from joining the Yakuza in the future, she transferred to the juvenile division. It seems the life I lived influenced hers, so perhaps the choices I've made weren't for nothing. Okay, so taking a look here, we've got 2 more of these things somewhere in Yokohama, which I guess feels like I might meet someone. Can't remember. All right, so feels like I might meet someone would be something that could happen randomly on the street. And then we've got 2 here. Can't remember. I don't know. I guess if we keep playing through this, wait for a call from Date in the daytime. Unlocked after completing previous lifelink. I don't know how you get like 100% of that. I'm not entirely sure. I think we want to avoid going here because this is the storyline, and it will advance us into chapter 13, I suspect. We won't be able to come back to these guys. So we could run around and wait for another phone call, but I think I'm going to take a break here, and we'll probably be back sometime tomorrow to do a couple more of these lifelinks. In the meantime, I'm just going to farm the dungeon for some items that I need, and maybe get a few more levels on these guys. Not that they need it for the story content, but to beat the hardest boss, the extra boss at the end of the dungeon. I still can't quite get there right now, so we'll have to work on that. But I'm going to take a break here. As always, Pila, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed. Mix-Up was here too. Thanks for joining. To you, buddy, and anybody watching the VOD in the future. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know what to say about this game. It's like there's a really solid, fun game weighed down by tons of exposition and overly, like, way over-directed cutscenes and way overwritten dialogue. Like, if this game was about a third as long and had and crammed everything else in that it already does, it would be like an incredible game. It's so slow. Even as we're nearing the end, it's just really slow. And I feel like this obligation to see everything. I know I could skip it all and just rush through the story, but I feel like I've invested so much now that I want to see all the lifelinks and all the like awakening stuff for him. So I don't know. It's not quite game of the year material for me. Like, I get that for a lot of people it will be, but I don't know. It's just something about it it's not quite good enough to me. It's not as addictive as engaged. Like, I need breaks when I play this game. I really need them. Whereas other games, I'm like, I just want to keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. This one, I'm like, okay, that was cool and everything, but I need a break from all the exposition and the like endless like dialogue. So I don't know. It's a solid game. It's definitely a good game, but I don't know if it's a game of the year to me. But we're still gonna play through all the content it has to offer. So we'll be back tomorrow with more. Until then, enjoy the rest of your, what's today, Monday? Have a great day. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
I've got some more fight in me.